Assalamualaikum. Today, we will present about the appointment and placement for administrative assistant position, clerical operation, Gred N19. Each of my members will present 2 tasks related to human resource for Alami organization. Then with this, I will present task 1 and task 2. Task 1 is about introduction to human resource management. Here are the definition of human resource management. Human resource are the department responsible for finding, screening, employing, and training job candidates. Human resource plays an important role in aiding firms in handling a fast-changing business climate and a rising demand for quality workers within the 21st century. It is also responsible for managing employee benefits program. In human resource management, there are some things we need to do to perfect human resource management. It aims to ensure that an organization's human resources are identified and plans are made to meet those requirements. Job analysis is the process of defining and determining the duties, responsibilities, and specification of a given position. The goals of training and development is to increase the employees' required abilities and personality. Human resource planning is based on the idea that people are an organization's most important strategic resources. Performance appraisal is an important component to human resource management. During the selection process, candidates are properly screened to ensure that they meet the required needs of an organization needs to have in all criteria for optimum job performance. Employee discipline can be seen in employee responsibilities, attitude, behavior, and action in accordance with all kinds of regulation during the duration of their employment. So for task 2, is about job analysis and human resource planning. We have prepared a comprehensive job analysis for administrative assistant, clerical operation, Gred N19 position in Alami. So, for the job specification for this position is, candidate for appointment must have following qualification, such as Malaysian, be not less than 18 years old on the closing date of the job advertisement. For qualification requirement is SPM, and the starting salary is at RM1,352. And second is Sijil Kemahiran Malaysia SKM level 2 qualification, at starting salary at RM1,408.40. And next is Sijil Kemahiran Malaysia SKM level 3 qualification, and the starting salary at RM1,464.80. And this position also requires a Malay language. For the job description for this position, it has 10 descriptions needed. The job description to fulfill tasks needed is carrying out clerical duties including maintaining of file, document, calculation, preparation of monthly reports and statistical report, recording, preparing, sorting, classifying and feeding information, and sorting, opening and sending mail. Based on theory managerial executive judgment top-down approach, Teknik Alami has identified the number of employees required for the 3 new branches for 2022. The number of existing employees in current Alami only 5 employees for this position. Based on instruction issued by SPA and headquarters of Alami, the number of new administrative assistant intake is estimated 15 employees for this coming new intake for the new branches for 2022. Headquarters of Alami refers to instruction issued by SPA in relation to the amount allocated for 3 new divisions for 2022. The recruitment of new employees for the position administrative assistant, clerical operation is made based on the statistic of existing employee position in the current Alami. So that's all from my part. I will pass for the next presenter, Husna, to present the next task.
Aina. So for my part, I will present to you task 3 and 4. Task 3 is a recruitment. This is an advertisement to be placed on the Alami official website for the position administrative assistant clerical operation Gred N19. Other method to be used to increase the applicant pool in addition to the job advertisement is promotion. Promotion is a favorite method of recruitment since it allows existing employees to fill open position while simultaneously motivating them to improve their performance. An opportunity for advancement drives them to learn new skills, gain new knowledge, and further their education. Promotion taking a great employee and moving them into a new role to advance their career. Next, task 4 is about selection. For selection process, Alami will conduct 4 processes. Firstly, resume review. Secondly, pre-employment review. Thirdly, job employment review, which come with 2 tasks to be conducted. Firstly, job knowledge. Secondly, work sample test. After that, this is a sample of letter to be sent to candidate to invite them for a job interview. Also, in recruitment, alumni will conduct an interview to gauge information on the trait, behavior, and competency of the candidate. Alumni want to do a quick overview of candidates' background and talents as well as insight into their experience and qualification are most relevant to the administrative assistant clerical operation position. One of the interview questions that will be asked to the candidate is, in your opinion, what role does the administrative assistant play in the office? Interviewers use this question to see how much you know about the position of an administrative assistant in the office and how you would approach your job obligation. This question helps the interviewer in determining your level of workplace independence and determining whether their management style is related to the requirement. Before I end my presentation, this is the second last of sample letter to inform the successful candidate offering the job position with the necessary information and instruction. Lastly, a sample of letter to notify the candidates who fail to secure the post. So that's all for my part. I will pass the next presenter, Alia, to present the next task.
Thank you, Husna. So for my part, I will present to you Task 5 and 6. Task 5 is a training development, the content of induction program. The induction program for alumni's organization will be conducted in 2 days, 24 and 25 November 2021 at Alumni. The safety officer of the Safety and Accident Prevention Service gives a safety talk and shows how to use various safety appliances. This is the initiative program that can be referred to for further details. Next, training programs to be conducted for the new recruits. Managerial and supervisory skills. With the amount of people arriving from various countries placed for jobs, alumni have been focusing heavily on managerial training. Customer care and client communication skills. As a result, those in a charge for this position in the organization to a client must be skilled at communicating with clients. Next, Task 6 is about career and development. For career and development, an employment service scheme is a document that contains the conditions for appointing a person to any service in the public service. For example, for the Administrative Assistant Clerical Operational Service Scheme N19, there are several conditions such as the first, salary schedule, the rank, terms of appointment, Malay language qualification requirements, conditions for promotion by appointment for serving officers, and job description. The roles to be performed by the HR department to assist employees in their career advancement. 1. Employee requirements, employee recruitment, employment contract, and job description. 2. Develop a team to achieve targets. 3. Team performance. 4. Self-improvement training. 5. Create a positive and harmonious work environment. 6. Strengthening professional culture. 7. Promote creativity and innovation. 8. Provision of reasonable incentive. 9. Recruitment of employees. So, that's all for my part. I will pass to the next presenter, Adavia, to present the next task.
Thank you, Alia. So for my part, I will present about Task 7 and 8. Task 7 is performance appraisal. Method to be used in this position was 360-degree review. It's a professional opportunity. It is for co-workers to submit feedback on their co-workers' performance. Traditionally, the supervisor of alumni or the employee's reporting manager are subordinate for feedback. This review primarily concerned with the alumni's employee contribution and actual performance in areas of teamwork, leadership, interaction, interpersonal, communication, contribution, management, accountability, work habit, vision, and other factors relevant to the employee's task and duty for this position. Besides, criteria for the evaluation for this position is quality work. Quality work, most essential criteria for measuring an employee's performance, is the overall quality of work. Besides that, employee evaluation criteria are dependability and responsiveness, which are also criteria for Alami to evaluate employee performance. Alami need an efficient and productive employee who is quick and nimble to make work done. When evaluating productivity, keep in mind that it doesn't matter how fast an individual works if the task needs to be redone due to bad performance. Task A is compensation. Scheme salary of this position, which is minimum salary by SPM or qualification recognized as a equivalent by the government. Starting salary is at 1,355 ringgit Malaysia. Second, SPM or qualification recognized as equivalent by the government as well as SKM level 2 in related field or recognized equivalent qualification will starting salary at 1,408.40. Third, SPM or qualification recognized as equivalent by the government as well as SKM level 3 in field of qualification recognized as equivalent will starting salary at 1,464.80. Maximum salary they will get 4,003 ringgit and annual salary increase rate will get RM100. One of benefit or allowance that this position get is meal allowance. This employee can claim this allowance because of carrying out official duties outside of the headquarters office for a period of 24 hours or more. So they can get breakfast 20% off from meal allowance. Lunch and dinner will get 40% off from meal allowance. Based on general order, grade 17 until 40 Peninsular Malaysia can get RM40, while Sabah, Labuan and Sarawak will get RM55 ringgit. They also have changing house allowance. When these employees move out of the station, subsequently move house and inhabited the house. Besides, exchange which mean an area radius of 25 km from all office to the new office, while moving house with an area of 35 km from the old house to the new house. Besides, in General Order Chapter C, they can get many type of leave, which is rest leave, half leave, maternity leave, and injury leave. While in General Order Chapter F, which employees can get medical treatment for officer, which is free treatment at hospital or outpatient clinic. Officer and their family who fall ill will receive free medical or dental treatment, medicine, and treatment available to the government, including the supply of orthopedic device and prosthetic limbs, but excluding the supply of denture. Besides that, ward fee eligibility. The eligibility of retired or his family be admitted to any ward in the hospital will be determined according to the final eligibility of the retired immediately before retirement. So that's all for my part. I will pass to the next presenter, Ashikin, to present the next task.
Thank you, Adawiyah. So for the last part, I will present about task 9 and 10. So let's start with the task 9. The different disciplinary action might be imposed on the public officer. The misconduct first is or reprimand and punitive suspension. The infraction and infringement knowledge associated with the position is off-duty and work attendant, such as late arriving, hurry, absent without permission, leaving without authorization, clocking in for other, requesting other to clock in, and so on. Second is work performance. Third is work integrity. Next is work behavior, and lastly is transfer. Next, I will present about task 10. The several safety and health hazards associated with the job administrative assistant. First is repetitive work, such as computer use. As an administrative assistant, they must organize some thick and heavy files on the shelf. But not all the shelves available are appeared for the employee head. Back and shoulder injury are examples of sick that can happen to the employee. As a result, if an employee is in a stressful condition, it will affect their work. The statistic position might place even more impact on the employee muscle and joint if the work session provided isn't set up appropriately. Lastly, at the workplace, employees should establish a safety and health committee. Every employee must engage with the safety and health committee before establishing and maintaining arrangements that will allow his employee to collaborate in promoting and developing measures to protect workplace safety and health, as well as monitoring their effectiveness. Next is to decrease eye strain, or just suggest taking a 10-minute break for every hour spent staring at the computer screen. Eye strain can be reduced by placing monitor slightly below eye level, reducing screen glare, and increasing computer font size. So that's all for the presentation today. Thank you.